Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and welcome back to another movie review. In today's new movie review, I'm going to be doing a concert movie review on this new concert film, which I know every Swiftie out there is talking about, and I heard it's actually doing super well this weekend, and yeah, this review is on Taylor Swift: The Eras Tour. Yep, these are all four of our tickets. I went to see this movie with my parents and of course my mom's friend Erin. She went to see it with us too. And yeah, so basically Taylor Swift the Eras Tour because the movie basically has no story at all because this movie's played out as a concert film and it basically because usually concert films have no story in them because they're just like because most of the movies just live stock footage of an actual Taylor Swift concert known as the Eras Tour, featuring almost all of her songs from the past eras, like from her albums that she released like Red as well as 1989, which I know the most from. And it basically how the movie plays out is Taylor Swift singing to her fans out there at the concert and basically like Taylor Swift performing some of her popular songs that I know the most and most of them includes Bad Blood, I Knew You Were Trouble, You Need to Calm Down, and of course Shake It Off. Yeah. It's like Taylor Swift has released a lot of songs for the past decade and for the past couple during like because I think that's what the concert film is known for. That it's basically known as the Eras Tour, featuring almost all of her songs from the past eras and decades, and including her album 1989, which 1989 was actually the same year Taylor Swift was born, 1989, and of course that's also the album where it features her song "Shake It Off." And I will say the "Shake It Off" performance I thought was the best part about this movie. Because I've listened to Shake It Off like countless times ever since it was first released in August of 2014. And and yeah, it's like and basically it's like because it's like my parents really wanted to see this movie. I know my mom really wanted to check this movie out, so we did all together. And as for a guy like me who's not completely a complete fan of concert films, like I'm not really that much into concert films that much, but since my mom really wanted to check out the Taylor Swift Eras Tour, we all four of us together, my mom and dad and my mom's friend Erin, like all four of us went to see this movie together at Cinemark. And in my opinion, Taylor Swift: The Eras Tour, I actually thought it wasn't that bad of a concert film. Because I mean, I thought it was pretty good and decent in my opinion. Actually, it wasn't really that bad. I mean, my parents, on the other hand, actually loved it. My parents loved it. And this movie's basically one of the main reasons why they had to one of the main reasons other movie releases were caused to be delayed or or delayed or set to like a different plans, like because this movie was actually released on Friday the 13th yesterday on October 13th, and that's what caused The Exorcist Believer to be released on October 6th instead, which I wasn't a fan of, and I did not like The Exorcist Believer. But after seeing Taylor Swift: The Eras Tour, I actually thought it wasn't that bad of a film. I mean, my expectations were pretty low about it, but in my opinion, Taylor Swift: The Eras Tour wasn't that bad. I thought it was pretty decent for the most part. I mean, the visuals I thought were stunning and amazing, and I thought with the sound, and I thought the sound design between the fans and Swifties cheering for Taylor Swift, and I actually thought it actually made me feel like I was at an actual concert. Like, yeah, at least it was the closest I can get to like an actual concert, unlike like last year's Halsey flood concert incident that happened at Merriweather last year. Yeah, you would not believe what a nightmare that was. But Taylor Swift: The Eras Tour, it actually had some pretty unique stuff about it. Like, it had unique visuals and all the stunning performances with Taylor Swift. Yeah, and in case if you're wondering, Swifties are actually referred to as Taylor Swift fans, like hardcore Taylor Swift fans, like Swifties. Like, I don't mean Swifty as in, the Jeremy Renner Swifty from that piece of crap film Arctic Dogs. Yeah, yeah. And of course, the Shake It Off cover, I know the most. I know the most ever since the first Sing came out. That's basically the one of the first thing the first things that's basically one of the first things that comes to my mind when I think of Shake It Off by Taylor Swift. The Sing version from the first Sing. It's basically, Reese Witherspoon and Nick Kroll, the voices of Rosita and Gunter, performing Shake It Off in the first Sing. Yeah. Annoying Orange also covered Shake It Off back in 2017 called Bake It All. And yeah. But yeah, so yeah, my next two movies I'm definitely going to be seeing are Five Nights at Freddy's and Killers of the Flower Moon. I'm really excited to see those films, and I think and those two films are also my only two anticipated films of October, because Exorcist Believer was disappointing and it was boring, and Taylor Swift the Eras Tour I thought wasn't that bad, but like I said, my parents loved it, and yeah. So overall, Taylor Swift The Eras Tour was actually a pretty decent concert film, even for a guy who's not that big on concert films. And I'm gonna give the Taylor Swift The Eras Tour 3.5 out of 5 stars. My parents would actually give it a 5 out of 5. My parents gave this film 5 out of 5, but for me, I would rate it just 3.5 out of 5. It was good for what it was, and it was good in its own hands. So there you have it. So yeah, if you're not a fan of Taylor Swift, then that's perfectly fine. Like, I respect that, and you don't really have to see this movie. But if you love Taylor Swift, then I'm sure I couldn't really recommend enough to all Taylor Swift fans out there that to check this movie out at their local Cinemark or AMC theater. And there you have it, guys. That's my review on Taylor Swift The Eras Tour. And that's going to be it for this video, so make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying, goodbye everybody, and that's about it. And on a side note, let's put these tickets in my movie ticket collection. Right here. Drop them in this box. There we go. All right. Talk to you later, guys.